Dear students, we have completed our first unit. I have sent you the assignments also. So go through that assignment and complete that assignment and send back that assignment without fail. So after that first unit we are going to discuss about the second unit, that is state and sovereignty. It is the title of the second unit. In this unit briefly we are going to discuss the concept of the state, essential elements of the state, and what is sovereignty, forms of sovereignty and types of sovereignty, and the relationship between the state, society and state association and state and government. These topics we are going to discuss briefly in this unit. So these are all the political science basic subject aspects. So try to understand them by listening carefully, slowly, and whenever you are not able to understand also, never get panic, because it is a new subject to you. It takes time to understand. So don't get any panic situation and don't frustrate yourself. Try to understand how much you can understand yourself, you can understand. And if you are not able to understand at any point of time, just point out that word, that sentence, and just send me a simple message through our group. I will respond, I will clarify your doubt. Here one aspect, first we discuss total about the state. What is state? How it is come into existence, definitions of the state, essential elements of the state. At first level we try to understand this concept. In this lesson, after that, the difference between state and society, state and association, state and government. With that, the first subtopic, state, is going to be concluded. After that, the next concept is the sovereignty. What is sovereignty? Forms, types, concepts we will discuss in that second topic. So first we are going to discuss about the concept of the state. This is the introduction part to the state. What is state? How it is come into existence. This is the one of the important aspect. Generally, state is one of the important and powerful institution. State is one of the important and powerful institution, and it is an inevitable institution. That means it is a compulsory required institution. And not only that, it is always a dominant one. Show the dominance over the organizations, institutions and individuals within the country and out of the country also. In this way, the basic point of state is that state is important, powerful, dominant, inevitable organization. Why this state is came into existence? The state is came into existence to avoid tensions, conflicts and other unnecessary issues among the individuals. This is the basic point why the state came into existence. The state is came into existence to avoid tensions, conflicts and other unnecessary issues among the individuals, to control them, to regulate them, to put in a proper manner, proper channel of the society. The state was came into existence. This is the basic aim of the state. If state is not there, there is no rules and regulations. The people are always go into confusion, go into conflicts. That means they are going to quarrel with each other. In this way, they create the tensions among the people of the society. There will be a total unpeaceful conditions are going to be existed in the country. So that purpose only the man individually started an organization to form rules and regulations for the benefit of the society and for the well-being of the people. In this way, the aim of the state is to avoid all these tensions, conflicts in the society. Okay, we have in a position to understand why the state came into existence. Then our next aspect is to deal with how the state is came into existence. You know that in our ancient Greece, there are few city states are there. As I told you, such cities are not as large as state, but they are look like a city. So that only at that time such states are considered as the city state, like that Athens, Sparta. These are the examples. During that period, these city states were ruled by the feudal landlords. These city states are ruled by the feudal landlords. You know that the meaning of feudal landlord, I think. Here, these feudal landlords going to exploit the peasants and farmers and try to crush them and always try to rule them with their power. This is the basic aspect of the 3rd century BC. But as the time is moving on, eventually because of the few aspects of the political scientists, this aspect is totally disappeared and the present state form is came into existence. You know that in your lower classes also you studied the basic thought of the Woodrow Wilson is one of the major aspect, that is one of the basic thought for the prevailing of the present state. That is Woodrow Wilson's theory, that is nations self-determination, nations self-determination. That means every state has its own rights to determine or to rule itself This is the basic theory propagated by Woodrow Wilson in his aspects and books, which changed the thought and activities of the world after First and Second World Wars. In this way, the present status of the state has been taken its origin, developed, evaluated from old Greece position to present day status. Okay, after learning this, what are the sentences or words which describes about the concept of the state we are going to discuss. In this, you know that as I told you, in the olden days there are Greek city states are there. These are generally calling as the polis in Greek word. This is the basic word for the formation of the state. But after Greeks, there were Roman emperors there. There was Roman Empire is there. This Roman Empire called this city states as the civitas, just nothing but the name of the state. Civitas is nothing but a state in the language of the Roman Empire. This is nearly 5th century BC conversation. So in this way, the state term and aspects have been changing eventually era by era or year by year. But after 16th century, the political scientist, Italian political scientist called Machiavelli, he has been first used the word that is the la stato. The basic meaning of the la stato is nothing but in English state. In this way, the word state has been basically with full-fledged form came into existence since 16th century. This word was first used by Italian political philosopher Machiavelli in his book The Prince. It is the name of the book written by the Machiavelli during the year 1553. In this way, the present form of the state came into existence. From that period, people used to say that state is nothing but association of the people, and it is having few essential elements also. Afterward, Jean Bodin, other political philosopher also called the state as the republic, and he said that the state is having the sovereign powers, that state can possess the sovereignty powers. This is the basic existence of the state. In this way, the state is nothing but an human association, and by the meaning of republic, we can say that it is having the sovereignty powers also. This is the basic existence of the state, basic meaning, how this was derived from the early 3rd century BC to the present status. So, in our next class, we can take the definitions of the state. This is the introductory part. Try to understand. Don't get confusion regarding this polis, civitas, laus stato. Like this, these are the terminology in different languages. At last, you should understood that basically all these words meaning in English is nothing but state. That is the only one sentence you should remember always. In our next class, we go forward regarding this topic, regarding definitions of the state. Okay, thank you.